This is a basic workout for Medical Qigong. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart in Wuji posture. So that is shoulder width apart. Then relax your shoulders and bring them back and have them a little bit with space between your shoulders. Now we're going to bring down the heavens. We're going to start with connecting to the earth and rising up, and then connecting with the heaven energy, bringing that down the front of you, and bringing all that energy from the heavens and the earth into your lower dantian, into your lower abdomen. We're going to do that 3 times. Just imagine connecting to the earth and the heavens and bringing the energy into you. Then we're going to spread our legs a little bit farther, bring our hands up, and we're throwing a ball of energy out. It's not really throwing the ball of energy out, but throwing out toxic energy from our body. Toxic chi, toxic, just stagnant energy. At first you can just sort of sway. This might be the best way to start this. It's one of the more challenging ones, but it is kind of like, I find the momentum from your hands coming up lets them go in front and back. And it just is a swaying. And each time you want to imagine pulling the energy from the earth, feeding you in a positive way and sending the energy that is stagnant out your hands. Each time you do this, you're going to breathe out when you're throwing the toxic energy out. And we usually do this about 36 times. I forget every time. So no matter, till it feels that you're ready to move on. Just breathe in and out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Remembering to imagine just the stuck energy is flowing out when you breathe out. Now we are going to do pounding the post. This is a way to get rid of more stagnant energy. All of these beginning ones are purging our energy. And it's a simple bouncing. You can really start off just by bouncing, but it is quite productive if you can kind of make a bit of a sound, tapping each time. And as you can see, I'm smiling because if you don't go to the bathroom before this, you can end up peeing yourself. So just remember to have a empty bladder. And this is just awakening all of our inside organs. Now, this part you're going to imagine that you're aligning all of your bones and you're standing up on your tippy toes for as long as you can. So now back to pounding the post. Bounce, 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 bounce. We do this 3 times. The first one is long, and the second one is a little bit less, and the third one is even less. And now up on your tippy toes and try to get all of your bones aligned. And we also ask the heaven or the earth energy to help us balance. And then we pound the post again. This just wakes us up and all of our organs up. And I find it's good to do in the morning. And stand on your tippy toes. It can be a little bit off centering if you aren't focused on the heaven or the earth energy protecting you and keeping you imbalanced. Now the next one is great. Trembling horse. Start with your hands, shaking your fingers and your shoulders and then your hips and all the way down. And relax your mouth and do the sound of like a horse. Start again with your fingers to your shoulder, your hands and your shoulders and your hips and all the way down, and let that sound come again. And go down and let all of that energy flow out of you into the earth, like the big composter that it is. Again, shaking hands, shoulders, hips, and this just wakes up all of our body and gets all of the energy flowing. And it's a great one to do anytime. Now we're going to do the 5 yang opening exercises. So this, you start it is, you breathe in and you're going back and out, and opposite times you're contracting your stomach. So out is a loose and in is a contracted. Out is loose and in is contracted. Out is loose. It's a little bit challenging, but this is the best exercise to do to stimulate your digestive system, to help with digestion. And so it's in and out, in, out, in, out. So when you breathe in, you are loosen, and when you're out, you're contracting. So this stimulates the digestive system, the peristaltic, I can't remember what it's called. And now we're going to do the yang opening. So this, you're going to, like bringing down the heavens, connect with the heavens, and then with the earth heavens. Then you're going to roll down all the way down till you get down to the ground and come back up, and you're bringing that energy again. Now, if this is challenging, just do it till you get to about here, and then just roll back up. So it's a very slow one. You can do this very slowly, going down every single vertebrae, relaxing, get down to the bottom, and now feel like you're going to pick up a stone. You're going to go do this from the very bottom of you and pull it up so that slow. These are the 5 yin tonifying exercises. Please ignore me on screen while I try to figure out what I'm doing. We're going to be back in Muji posture again. That is feet shoulder width apart, shoulders rolled back, and there's a little quail eggs between them, and then align your head to being centered. And then you can do pulling down the heavens 3 times, connecting with the earth and the heavens and pulling that energy into the lower dantian. This exercise is the lung exercise. So you're pulling a string in front of you, turning your hands so that they're down, and then bringing that energy in. Inhale with the string, exhale with the hands open. Inhale, exhale. Now imagine white light with the string, and you're going to purge grief with the exhalation. And the exhalation also can be a s sound. This is purging grief, and you're bringing in honor. And the color is white that heals the lungs. This is the kidneys. So hand up in front of your face, one behind your kidneys. And you scoop down and bring the, so inhale, exhale. The sound seems to be off. So inhale, exhale, churi. Inhale, blue. Exhale, churi. Inhale, exhale, churi. Inhale, blue, healing energy, wisdom energy. Exhale, fear, and all the stuck energy. So dip down and pull energy into your kidneys. And it kind of rolls over your arms into that kidney that your hand is then switch to the other kidney. And so when you do this, you're going to bring your weight over to the one side. You're not bending directly down. You're bending from that one knee, and bend from the waist, not really the knee. So the color that you want to imagine when you come down is a deep blue, and you want to exhale fear. And then we're going to the liver. And this one, it's like going for a walk, 2 buckets, swing back and forth. And now you're going to push and pull. So one hand is pushing and the other one is kind of flat, pulling in. So push and pull. So 1, 2, 3 breaths out, and 1, 2, 3 breaths in. So out, 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 in, in. When you go out, you are pushing out anger. When you go in, you are breathing in green and compassion. So out with fear, in with compassion. Out with fear, in with green and compassion. And the sound for breathing out is shoo, shoo, shoo. So the next one is the heart. Now we're going to purge all the excess energy and bring up and go into the heavens. So the heart is you're bringing this sun up into the sky, bring it down to your heart level. Down to your heart, up to the sky, down to your heart, up to the sky. And you can see when I go up to the side, it's like you're putting up a piece of plywood each time. That's almost the kind of physical movement. When you go up, you're bringing in tranquility, and when you're purging, you are sending out excess joy and excess shock, and bringing the healing color is red. Now we go to the spleen. The spleen, the sound is hoo, hoo, and you do that at every turn. You're going hoo. Make this little triangle kind of in front of your third eye. And the color you want to bring in is yellow. And you do that at the center, bring the yellow in at the center, and purge out worry each time you turn. And you're doing this, you're like, you're turning, and you're wringing out the spleen. And the spleen is excess worry, but the virtue is trust. So each time you come into the center, bring in yellow and trust, and purge out worry. And the sound is hoo, hoo. In, hoo, hoo, hoo. And you kind of want to turn as much as possible and keep looking directly through that triangle, because it's going to make you a little dizzy. So breathe through that. Now turn the triangle over and have the energy of the heavens flow through it. You're going to bring that energy down to the lower dantian and make that triangle in front. Now we're going to turn that energy. You're going to make it big and expand 9 times, and go the other way and contract 9 times, rubbing that in, tightening up like a little pearl. And now we're going to pull down the heavens, connecting to the earth and connecting to the heaven energy, pulling that energy down into your lower dantian, into your abdomen. We're going to do that 3 times, and each time keep filling that reservoir with golden white light, healing white light. This is the golden ball exercise. This is a balancing exercise. These are all balancing exercises now. So watch just the hand motions for a while, and this is the 8 actions of Qi. So the Qi expands or gathers, rises, expands, contracts, goes internal, goes external, falls. And then expands, gathers, contracts, and goes external, internal, and falls. So with each one of these, you're going to do a breath. So it's one breath for each movement. And remember to lead with your elbows, not your hands. And never really straighten your elbows, even when your arms are outstretched. Your hands are soft and your wrists are bending. And just go with a slow rhythm, a fluid groove. And you find that you can do this for about 10 minutes, and it really creates a nice rhythm. And after that 10 minutes, you'll find that you're quite relaxed. I tend to do this kind of on its own. It's one of the ones that in the microcosmic orbit can be a very nice thing to do at the end of the day. Imagine that you want to kind of pull the energy up from the earth each time you start. Actually, each thing is you're kind of pulling the energy from the earth or from the environment around you. You could also probably do this with your eyes closed, and I would do it all with your mouth closed as well. Arms are outstretched. This is the microcosmic orbit. You start by clenching your sphincter, pelvic floor, and send the ball of white light up your spine, over your head, your crown, and then down your face, and then put your tongue in what we call the fire position, which is teeth right behind your teeth in the beginning of the soft or hard palate. And then that allows the energy to flow back down the front of your body, where it comes back down to your perineum again, and you start that pump over again. So in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. And with the in breath, I would suggest doing this all through your nose and keeping your eyes closed as well, because then you can visualize this better. And the hand movements are there just to help you visualize this, the pump in of energy but over your back of your spine and over your head and flowing down the front of your body. And this you can do for quite a while, and it will balance the energy in you. And the more and more you do it, the more and more sensitive you will become to this. It's most important to keep your tongue in the fire position just behind the teeth. And now we're going to bring down the heavens 3 times, connecting to the heavens and bringing the energy to the lower dantian. And we're going to connect to the earth and the heavens and bring it in again. This time, just imagine balancing each time. And it just brings a sense of calm. And so we're finished. Now we're going to expand and contract and put a ball of white light into our lower abdomen. And we're going to expand that 9 times, 9, 18, 36 times, or just 3. And 3 times the other way. Or 9 times as you might forget. So make that small, and you're going to keep that in there. And now, just feel relaxed. And I'm going to bring down the heavens and just seal in that energy. And actually, we're going to seal in energy by making a S sound, turning your hands out. That seals all of our energy in. And then clapping and making a lot of back and forth. And then put that on your face and bring that heat into your body. Swallow the saliva into your body, and that saliva is like nourishing energy. Do that 3 times. And imagine that saliva is healing, because that's your practice. That's all of the good chi in there. And so we cleanse our face with that, do our hair, every bit, all the way down, just patting or smoothing. And then we come to the other side and we pat all of our side. Remember to do the back side too. Pat, 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 all the way down. Tap your feet a few times. And shake everything out. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me test this out. Love you all. Have a great day.